Here we are in South St. Paul for a little scrimmage action here on Thursday, January 22nd. It'll be a 1-hour scrimmage, so we'll have shorter periods, possibly run time towards the end of the game. So with 14 minutes on the clock. Hopkins wearing blue, South St. Paul wearing white, so it'll be a little confusing. But we are blue tonight. Hopkins offsides. Face off here. Ben Pitzel will take the draw. Play over forward. Dieterman. We have Jameson and Schwarzenegger on defense. Here they come. South St. Paul heading into the zone. They'll go wide. Little shot. Oh, backdoor pipes up. Net's off. Whistle. Looks like we have Luke Trino in net tonight.
Come on, Blue, let's go!
Schwarzenegger up the boards. Dieterman. He gets pinched down by South St. Paul. Pitzel will pick it up. Flips it out of the zone. South St. Paul picks it up. Off the boards. Now it's loose. Forwards into the zone. Heaney's there to pick it up. Forwards. Far side. Off the boards. Schwarzenegger. Pinches down. South St. Paul picks it up. Neutral ice. They dump it into the zone. They're looking for a change. Hopkins picks it up behind the net. Jameson looking for that cross-ice pass. Intercepted by South St. Paul. Taryn's got it now. Puck's loose. Whoa. Puck now in front of the net. Picked up by Schwarzenegger. It's loose now. Behind the net. Knight in. Let's see here. Hopkins out of the zone. South St. Paul has it on their stick, behind the net, off the board, back at it. Cross ice out of the zone. No icing. Trino stops the puck. Jacobson picks it up. He's going to skate. Here he goes through neutral ice. Over the blue. Down low. Stops. South St. Paul in pursuit. They'll pick it up. Pass. They get their center. Center's going in. Jacobson swats at it. Big check on. Puck's in front of the net. Houston smacks it. Preston's going. Now Elder through the slot, and the goalie will stop that down. All right, South St. Paul off the draw. They'll head into the zone. Isaac on D, Schwarzenegger as well. Jack Barry picks it up behind the net. He'll come around. There he is on the hash. Backhand pass to Elder. South St. Paul picks it up at neutral ice. Cross blue. Schwarzenegger. Empty ice. South St. Paul swats it in. Behind the net now. Far corner. Hash marks. Nelson up to Bond. Barry picks it up. Bond in the corner. Barry picks it up. He's gonna see it behind the net. He's gonna create some space. Pass to Bond. Ooh, Isaac gives a down shot towards the net. Just wide. Check on. Elder, nice move, Barry. Ooh, pass up into the slot. Bond just barely had a stick on it. Nice effort. South St. Paul with the breakout. Isaac, little poke check. And Luke plays that puck. It's loose. Isaac picks it up now, Elder. Over to Schwarzentroober. Schwarzentroober, South St. Paul picks it up, turns around, shot. Easy stop for Trino.
Alright, Blue, let's go, boys!
Pitzel on the draw. Pitzel, Horwitz, and Dieterman. We have Houston and Jamison on D. Puck up the boards. Check on by Dieterman. He's battling. Houston pokes at it. He's pinned up against the boards. I realize I need to get those guys centered here on the screen. There goes the puck near corner. South St. Paul taken down low. Pitzel picks it up in the corner. He's on the hash. Pinch. Jamison fights for possession. South St. Paul pokes it up to their D. Hash mark now. Jamison in pursuit. Centering pass. Houston in the way. Nice little move there. South St. Paul turns around. 7 minutes, 24 seconds.
Come on, guys. Let's go, Blue!
Houston picks it up and clears it. We'll have an ice. But Hopkins gets line change. Face off. Defensive zone. Soren lines up. Soren, Taryn, and Heaney, Jameson, and Nelson on G. Trino pokes it away. Jameson up the boards towards Taryn. South St. Paul turns around there in the corner, centering pass. Picked up by Nelson. Nelson swoops it around the boards. South St. Paul D is able to keep it in. Brings the boards. Nelson in pursuit. Taryn looking to get it out. He's pinned up against the boards. 2 South St. Paul guys on him. Halbert helped him out. Shot. South St. Paul. Blocker saved Trino. Far hash. Nelson off the boards. Heaney almost out of the zone. All right. Hopkins clears it. That'll be another icing call for Hopkins, and we'll get a change. Face-off, defensive zone. 6 minutes, 9 seconds. Score is 0-0. Jack up face-off. South St. Paul chucks it down low. Trino scoops it up. Jack Berry on the face-off. Elder swoops in. South St. Paul cycles it up to their defense. They dump it down low. Puck's now behind the net. Far corner, South St. Paul. Hopkins picks it up. Standing past to Elder. He's going to take it in. He's looking good. Everybody's on sides. They keep it in. Preston in pursuit. Behind the net. South St. Paul picks it up at the hash. They're going to cycle. Ooh, centering pass off the skates. Good opportunity there. Jack Berry. Intercepted by South St. Paul. Off the boards to nobody. Hopkins looking to track it down. Okay, Jack Berry swoops in to pick it up. He's going to make some space here. Go behind the net. South St. Paul pokes it away. Berry goes down. South St. Paul behind the net. Houston picks it up. South St. Paul. Shot. And it's in. Shot from the point. South St. Paul goes up 1. Hopkins 0. 4:46 in the first. Jacobson picks up the puck. He's across the red. He'll dump it in. Behind the net now. South St. Paul picks it up. Into the zone they go. Jacobson's there. He swats it up the boards. South St. Paul D chucks it on net. Jamison intercepts up to Horwitz. Gets tangled up in his skates. He goes down. Pitzel now taps it up to Knight. Knight dumps it. Hopkins looks for a full squad out here. Now here we go. Jamison on the blue line. Dumps it in deep. Let's see here. On the hash. Pitzel. Heaney battling. Horwitz. Puck's flying. Goalie's able to cover it. 3:46. Who shot the puck? I don't know. It was flying around. All right. Some action here in front of the net. We have Taryn, Soren, and Heaney. Puck out now. On the board, South St. Paul picks it up, battling. Trino's on it. Tap down. Up the board, Heaney. Tapped out of the zone. South St. Paul setting up in neutral ice. They got a forward playing high. Shortentruber intercepts. Berry picks up the puck. They're across now. Dieterman. Isaac. Jack Berry. They're across the blue. Puck now behind the net. South St. Paul checks it up the board. Shortentruber gets in the way. Shot towards the net. Bond picks it up. Nice shot. South St. Paul goalie covers it up. picks up the buck, changes direction, bottom of the circle, escape off the boards, up to Sam Elder. Some say Paul swats at it. They'll change directions. Now Knight saw St. Paul in his own offsides.
Keep working, Hopkins!
151. So you got to follow along here. Had a text from a daughter. Shot. Oh, nope, behind the net. It's loose. Billy covers it up. Good effort, Hopkins. 1 minute, 3 seconds. Shot on Trino. Kick save, Trino. 40 seconds. Schwarzenchuber ties him up. Pitzel comes down to pick it up. Up to Dieterman. Chucked out of the zone. No ice. Jacobson intercepts. Cross blue line. So St. Paul picks it up. Halberg cycles it back to Schwarzenchuber, over to Jacobson, kicks it up. South St. Paul goes D to B. Up the board, tearing back to back, and that'll be the end of play for period number 1. South St. Paul 1, Hopkins 0. We have a quick intermission here, and then we'll get back to it. Good.
I can get there back. I can get one.
here, don't worry. Just, woo, big check. And he recovers. Sometimes weeknights, it's hard to get the words out. Tired from the day. I was at a conference all day at the River Center. I presented as a speaker, which, you know, takes a lot of energy if that's not something you do every day. Did a little networking, then hung out in St. Paul. Didn't want to drive 50 minutes home in traffic just to turn around and come back, so we have some time to kill. St. Paul, I had to go check out Cosetta's. Hadn't been there in years. That was fun. I think I found a best item on the menu hack, a sliced pepperoni pizza, and then get those, whatever you call it, I can't say it, the pepper olive salami mix thing, and then put that on your pepperoni pizza and eat it. Delicious. Puck up to the D, shot on Jameson, almost gets through. Good effort, buddy. Jack Berry lines up for the face-off. He's paired up with Preston and Sam Elder. Draw one back to Elder. Elder dumped it in. So St. Paul picks it up. Pass to center, neutralized, turns it around. Berry picks it up, dumps it in deep behind the net now. So St. Paul in pursuit. They got it. Up to their winger. Schwarzenegger gets in the way. He's going to get back into position. He's hustling back. Schwarzenegger to Bond. Bond across the blue line. They'll pick it up. Ooh, Bond goes down. So St. Paul topples right over him. Goalie. Kick save out of the way. So St. Paul hits their winger. Sam turns it around at the center now. Shot from the point. Trino knocks it down, rebound, and they're working. Hopkins guys go down in front of the net. Jack Berry picks it up. There goes White Lightning with the gloves. He's across the blue line. Puck's down deep in the zone. So St. Paul picks it up behind the net up to their winger. They hit their center, who's playing way up high. Jacobson's there to interrupt. He's going to take the puck behind the net. Turn it around. Nice pass to Pitzel. Off Pitzel's stick to Elder. Now Pitzel. Pitzel looking for Elder, but he's tied up. But Pitzel's able to recover. He'll pick it up. He's got some speed. Shot wide. Peterman here. Walker with a poke. So St. Paul picks it up. Connor's able to defend. Puck far side. So St. Paul picks it up, neutralized. Off the boards. Here we are. And the net now, Trino plays it! Woohoo! Big recovery, Trino. He kind of bailed in his positioning. Oh, Horowitz going for it. Made the wrong swipe. Jacobson jumps it almost on net. That weird bounce! Oh, it's coming for a backhander. Almost had it. Good look, though. Penalty coming. Looks like a delayed penalty on South St. Paul, or on Hopkins, actually. Excuse me, on South St. Paul. They'll go to the box, 2 minutes. Slashing? Maybe. I couldn't tell. Either way, we have a power play, 9 minutes in the second. Jeterman takes the face-off. Interference call. Jeterman will go to the box for interference. What did he do?
I don't know, he pushed one back. Like this.
All right, so 4-on-4 for a minute 40, and then Hopkins goes on the kill. Puck's loose in front of the net. He picks it up. Preston pinches down. Walters cut loose. Puck bounces around neutral zone. South St. Paul picks it up. Knights on the play. Oops, he goes down. Well, nice recovery though. South St. Paul D picks it up. D to D. Quick shot on. Ooh, gets a South St. Paul guy. He's going in. Ouchie, that's smart. All right, cross the blue line. Nelson's going for it. So St. Paul covers the puck. With a good look. He'll go after it. He's going to hit Horowitz. Horowitz going. Pitzel. Just out of reach, but it will get into the zone. Icing. 7:33. Up the puck, he'll skate it into the zone. He gets right around him. Classic move behind the net. Turns it. Oh, looking for Horowitz on St. Paul. Cuts it off. He's going to recover. Got a play developing here. South St. Paul. Shot wide. Trino with a nice save. Gary pinned up after the face-off. Jameson rings the boards out of the zone. South St. Paul, D to D. D to D again. Up the boards, hits their winger. The winger's going to skate it in. Drop pass. Sam interrupts. Behind the net now. Jacobson's there. Jacobson flicks it up the net. Out of the zone. South St. Paul picks it up. Preston's looking to get away. Woo! Cuts him off. They're going to turn it around. Into the zone he goes. Barry now. Woo! South St. Paul picks it up. Whoa! He goes flying. Dumps it in. Jacobson picks it up. South St. Paul in pursuit. He's on the board. And on the zone. Preston skates it in. He's going to get a nice look. Woo-hoo! Picks up his own rebound and shoots it in. 6 minutes, 4 seconds. Hopkins won. South St. Paul won. Offsides, Hopkins. Face off just outside the offensive zone. Heaney's working it. South St. Paul working their way back. Isaac gets in the way. Nice play. He's going to skate it forward across the blue line. He gets tangled up. Hallberg looking to pick it up. Off the boards. South St. Paul. Isaac pinches down. Shot intended. Goes wide. South St. Paul picks it up. They're going to skate it through. No offside. But Heaney gets in the way. He'll turn it around. And he'll get the blue. Isaac now over the red. He's going to dump it in. So St. Paul picks it up. And back and forth we go. Isaac, South St. Paul, South St. Paul. Wide pass. Off the stick, Schwartz and Truber. Off the boards, Horwitz. Horwitz chips it in. And he'll go hard. Behind the net, South St. Paul picks it up off the boards. Out of the zone. An offsides call.
Let's go, Hopkins!
Icing? I'm not sure. Icing. Excuse me, icing. Bucklow, D2D. Picks it up. He's got a play developing here. Gets around him. Tiny shot on net. Goalie covers it up. 4 minutes, 7 seconds. Low shot comes from Knight at the point. South St. Paul out of the zone. Knight is on it. Far side. Up the boards. South St. Paul picks it up. They'll skate it in. High slot shot off the pipes. Jameson picks it up. Flapper from the point. Trino scoops it up. Shot from the point. Trino scoops it out. Jack Berry at center. Puck out of play. Jack Berry picks it up behind the net, pokes it, intended for Bond. Check on Bond. Bond back to Berry. Berry clears the zone. He's looking good. Streaking over to Sam. Ooh. South St. Paul smashes it out. Schwarzenegger off the boards to Bond. Into the zone they go. Berry looking for it. Okay, keep it in now. Puck's loose. South St. Paul picks it up. They'll skate far side. Jacobson picks up the puck. He'll flick it up. It's loose. Jack Berry looking for it. Bond's there too. They'll keep it in the zone. Ooh, nice little feed there. High slot, Elder and Berry. Good positioning. Our corner, Elder. So St. Paul picks it up. They flick it. Jacobson's able to pick it up. He's going to shoot on net. Goalie will cover it up. 2:21. Jameson and Nelson up to Heaney. Puck's in the zone. South St. Paul picks it up. Looking for their wingers up high. Now Soren. South St. Paul pokes at it. They'll pick it up. Defense gets in the way. Jameson got it now behind the net. Nice pass up through Hallberg. South St. Paul intercepts. Shot on. Nice save, Blue. Shot on, nice save, Blue. G2D, South St. Paul, just on the blue line. They'll smash at it. South St. Paul down low. Jameson battling. He's down on his back like a turtle. Hallberg picks it up. Karen swoops in, bats it off the boards. Up to the D. Shot from the point. Nice save, Trino. Jameson picks it up. He's going to change direction. He just keeps looking stronger every day. He's pinned up against the boards behind the net. 22 seconds. Isaac picks it up. Keeps it up out of the zone. He pinches in. Now it's loose. Icing. 7 seconds. Off the face-off, puck goes opposite corner. Horwitz swoops in to pick it up. Kitzel, and that'll be the end of play. Period number 2. Hopkins 1, South St. Paul 1. Have a brief intermission, then we'll get back at it.
card for me?
Face off. Pitzel. Horwitz off the boards into the zone. We have a 10-minute period here. We have an hour of ice time, so limited amount of time here in the third period. Pitzel picks it up high slot. Interrupted.
Come on, Hopkins!
Pitzel on net. Goalie picks it up. Glove save. 9:20. We're on the draw. They're running. We only have an hour ice time. Icing. South St. Paul will head back into our offensive zone, which is a great opportunity. Love an O-zone face-off. Hopkins getting on sides here. Sam's battling. He'll get over the blue line. Tuck behind the net. He goes into the board. South St. Paul goes down. Puck's loose. Connor picks it up on his backhand off the boards down to Sam. Sam's looking for that centering pass here. Over to Barry. He just is rushing with South St. Oh, he gets totally clotheslined. South St. Paul going to the box for roughing. Hopkins on the power play with the face-off in the O-zone. 7 minutes, 27 seconds run time.
Go Hop!
Running time, let's go.
Get hard. Another guy!
Hey, Connor sets up off the shin pads. That guy goes down, but South St. Paul picks it up. Pitzel's there to poke it away. Puck into the zone. Horwitz grabs it. Horwitz is going to move it. He's got space. South St. Paul chips at it. South St. Paul picks it up off the boards. Houston's got it. Houston into the zone. Shot. Crossbar. Horwitz now. Shot. Wide. Pitzel is going to pinch down. He battles. He's able to keep it in. Centering pass. Elder swats at it. 6:30. Horwitz up to Houston. Looking for Horwitz again. Now behind the net. Elder in pursuit. Elder to Pitzel. Pitzel shot. No contact. Connor cycles it to Elder, top of the circle. Elder point now to Connor at the hash. South St. Paul picks it up, and Sam's able to keep it in. South St. Paul over the blue line, battling here. Sam steps up and knocks him down. South St. Paul Cross ice pass. It'll get loose. Luke's going to poke at it behind the net. Oh, watch it, buddy. Jack Barry's there to swoop in. And he's going to skate 3-on-3 happening. Nice moves here. Pucks wide. Pitzel off the boards to Bond. Bond stepping in on D off the shin pads of the South St. Paul player. Shot. Nice save, Luke. Rebound recovered, but it's too late. Houston in the corner, up to Pitzel, off the boards. Jacobson's got it now, neutral ice. He's going to take his time out of his different zone. He'll push it up. Pitzel, shot. Nice save, goalie. 5 minutes. Ouchie. Oh, Jacobson goes down. He looks like that didn't feel super great. Ouch. Just kind of a trip, buddy. Are you okay, honey? That's my baby. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. He's going to go off the ice. Be okay, just needs a little breather. 3 minutes, 52 seconds. Heaney, check. Halberg picks up, he's going to save. Everybody's in. Heaney at D, shoot, wide. Halberg goes down, striking at it. South St. Paul picks it up. Nice play, Isaac. Shorts and Truber over to Taryn. On the boards, off the boards, and South St. Paul. Ooh, pick it up. Wide pass. Isaac now. Isaac off the glass. Out towards Halberg. Halberg picks it up, high slot on his backhand. Loses possession. South St. Paul, right into him. South St. Paul goes down. We're going to have a trip on Halberg.
For what?
Oh, hooking?
Hook.
We're going to get a hook.
Tripped him. He hit him on the head with a stick.
Which caused him to trip.
I can't see out of one eye and I'm blind with the other one.
It was tripping. All right, Hopkins on the kill here, 2:32. Whoa! Nice recovery, Hopkins. So St. Paul checks it loose on the side. Sam clears it. St. Paul picks it up deeply. He's gonna skate. He gets the red, now the blue. High slot chop off the shin pads.
Block, nice block.
Far side. South St. Paul. Woo! Nice little redirection pass there. Up to D. Sam pokes at it, gets in the way. Now off the shin pads. Sam, Barry, they're going to go. Whoa. Barry gets cut off. Just clothesline. South St. Paul across the blue, backhander, centering pass, nice save, Luke. South St. Paul at the hash, Nelson picks it up, takes his time, tries to get it out, defense shuts that down, bouncing shot, it's loose, 1 minute. South St. Paul D shot hits the pipe. Puck's loose in the slot. Hopkins are going to pick it up. Barry goes down. He is flying around. Luke steps, sits on it. 50 seconds run time. Hopkins has got to hustle here. Everybody moving with 35 seconds left to go in the scrimmage. Puck's loose slot. Shot from South St. Paul. Wide. Connor's tied up. Puck's out of the zone now. Horwitz is moving. Battling. South St. Paul's got it behind the net. Now on the hash. Connor gets in the way. He's able to keep it in. Horwitz looking for Pitzel. Intercepted. Out of the zone now. 4, 3, 2. And that'll be it. 1-1. 1 for Hopkins, 1 for South St. Paul. A quick and easy scrimmage on a Thursday night.
You can't look that way.